The Nigerian government says it is ready to partner with states and stakeholders in creating policies in the agricultural sector to ensure food production. This was the issue discussed at the official launch of the Agricultural Sector Roadmap, which is the Green Alternative Agriculture Promotion Policy for 2016 till 2020. Speaking at the launch of the program, the Minister of Nigeria's Agriculture and Rural Development, Audu Ogbe, informed that the Green Alternative Promotion Policy has 5 major trusts, while the Vice President of the country, Yemi Osinbajo, in his keynote address noted that the policy will serve as a roadmap to enhance agriculture and food sufficiency in the country.
This is simply a way of saying we want to keep moving forward. We call it the green alternative for very obvious reasons. For nearly 30 years, there was no alternative to oil and gas. No quarrel with oil and gas. It's just that we behaved like lottery winners who could think of nothing else. Spending $22 billion a year importing food, rice, wheat, sugar, milk, tomato paste, cookies and biscuits, even toothpicks. Everything in shiploads. It looked very nice, very easy. The feasibilities for those are not that difficult to make. A shipload from Thailand arrives, you clear, you sell, and you pay off the overdraft, and you have 50 million in your pocket, and you can either be ready to buy 5 more jeeps or maybe contest election. But food, agriculture was relegated to that segment of society that has neither voice nor capacity to be seen. The peasants. They've been feeding us and subsidizing our feeding. We have serious challenges, and it's not just because we want to make statements that we're talking about agriculture. We have to feed or perish. And we are lucky we have the soil. We have the water.
There's no question at all that if we get agriculture right, we will get our economy right. The roadmap that we're about to present identifies 2 key challenges. The first is the inability to meet domestic food requirements. This is a productivity challenge driven by an input system and farming model that is largely inefficient. Inadequate seeds, fertilizers, irrigation, crop protection, etc. And 2, the inability to export at levels required for market success. Inefficient, which is typified by an inefficient system for setting and enforcing food quality, poor knowledge of target markets, a weak inspectorate system, and poor coordination amongst relevant agencies. With great clarity, the Green Alternative sets out strategies for resolving these challenges. I'm personally impressed that the roadmap does not dismiss the agricultural policies of the past. Indeed, the policy says of itself, and I quote, building on the successes of the agricultural transformation agenda, closing the gaps, end of quote. The Ministry of Finance has practically concluded plans to recapitalize and re-engineer the Bank of Agriculture. We expect that before the end of this quarter, the Bank of Agriculture should be ready to give single-digit interest rate loans to farmers.
The Nigerian farmer is seeking for more availability of fertilizers, the timely application of research findings, the adoption of good science and technology, the provision of good seeds, small irrigation facilities for all year-round farming, the funding of viable investments, and the provision of ready market for his or her produce, that is the farmer. We will do even better if the present gaps in fertilizer availability are closed and the peak demand of all Nigeria's cultivable land, estimated at nearly 12 million metric tons annually, is met through investments and funding or subsidizing of fertilizer production ventures. We also request that all state governments should please cooperate with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development in the establishment of cattle ranches as a more economic and rewarding mode of dairy farming. With the current trend in the restoration of the glory of agriculture through this policy, AFAN is readily available and welcomes new members to its fold.
As Nigerians, we have come to realize that one of the major problems that constitute a cog in the wheel of achieving our developmental objectives is the issue of policy somersault. Each administration will come with its own policy, then when another administration comes in, it will be consigned to the dustbin of history, and then another policy will be brought. So in order to insulate this lofty objective that is being launched by the Federal Minister of Agriculture today, we in the National Assembly are going to collaborate with the Federal Minister of Agriculture in order to give it legal framework so that it will be insulated from policy somersault of successive administrations in future, so that it can stand the test of time.